Yo, 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 what up, motherfuckers? We back with another exciting, fantastic episode of The Conceited Nobody. Brought to you by everywhere because we streaming on everything. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, motherfucking iHeartRadio, and we have our own app, and we have our own YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Conceited Nobody, and make sure you download the app. Tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Video posted every Friday on the YouTube channel. We the best. Come on, man. Who better than us? Stuck conceited nobody. And we concerned by nobody.
It's the conceited nobody, and we concerned by nobody. You niggas probably, you niggas copy us. We see you copy the poppy, you don't be showing love. We out here blowing trees, you out here smoking dust.
I feel these bastards after. I'm really past it, really, I'd rather have it. All in the something, these niggas really be praying for nothing.
Yo, what's up? We back another edition of the best podcast you never heard of. You already know what it is, Conceited Nobody. You already know I am Mr. Tourist, aka The Blueprint. Got with me the squad up in here. We got Renaissance Juvie in this motherfucker. Sit to my right. To his right, we got the homie, of course, Mr. GQ Fresh.
Yeah.
We about to have a fantastic show like we always do. The theme of this show is the price of fame. We all know that at some point in our lives, we all have aspirations to be famous. For whatever reason, whatever way. I don't know what it is. It's something about this society that we grew up in that we want to be famous. Right. With fame, we attribute a lot of things: money, cars, women.
Clothes, women, yeah.
Money, hoes, and clothes.
Clout, being popularity,
all that shit that come with fame. I think when I was little, man, I think like the first time I wanted to be famous, man, it's like I don't know why. I think it was just the things around me. I played sports. I played sports before I knew what fame was. Like I be telling people all the time, they find it hard to believe, but like I grew up in the 80s. Like when I first started playing sports was in the 80s. And what it was is like the world was different. Mm-hmm. It wasn't none of this internet. We didn't watch TV all the time and stuff. We didn't just sit around and watch TV. So I didn't know like a lot of famous people. The famous people I knew was on like people who I didn't even think I could be, like the Dukes of Hazzards, fucking Incredible Hulk, cartoons. You know what I'm saying? So when I first wanted to be famous, though, I think it was like when I started playing sports. I wanted to be, my first favorite athlete was Dr. J. But I don't know if I ever wanted to be Dr. J. But that when I seen like the commercials like in the 80s, the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird with the Converse and all that. But I think the main explosion was like with Jordan came. That's when we are, sitting at the court shooting Jordan and things like that. And we wanted to be famous. And the reason why is because we, like I just said, attach richness with fame. As you get older, man, some of those things subside. Like me personally, I don't have a desire to be famous. I have more of a desire to be successful. So with success comes fame sometimes, but when you're not thirsty for fame, they can't control you with fame. When I say they, I mean the people who give you fame. Right. In this society, fame is given. It's a few people who can get through like with the 15 minutes of fame. Think back like when the internet craze first started happening. The first person to cut in my mind is William Hung. If y'all remember him from American Idol.
She bang.
Yeah. You remember that?
The trial.
I can't remember.
He might have been real young. It was like 15 years ago. 15, 20 years ago.
But that got crazy on the internet?
Hell yeah. It wasn't even no 20 years ago, though. This was like when American Idol first came out. It was like early to mid 2000s. But the thing is, it's like when you see people like him, they get fame and it's not be able to be sustained because there's lack of talent. Where on the flip side today, you get somebody like Soulja Boy, internet sensation.
That's the first person I thought about was Soulja Boy.
Internet sensation who maintained and like kept the momentum going. with fame, man, it's a lot of things that go into it. There's a lot of prices you got to pay, and that's why I said that I never had a desire to be famous. And one of the things I think that in this society, one of the prices you got to pay is your integrity. You have to compromise who you are to sustain a level of fame in this society. It's a lot of people who, like I'm gonna tell you, people talk about the Illuminati or secret societies and bootleg things of that nature. They say that a lot of entertainers are in these organizations. Most people who out there spewing that stuff don't even know what the Illuminati is, and they don't understand that you just can't be an Illuminati. It's a bloodline. But what they do is they put people in positions of power. When I remember, like, it's probably last year when I said something about the bootleg, and Corey had never heard of bootleg. But it's like when they put you in a position of power as gatekeepers. And a gatekeeper is like when they appoint black people and shit as your leader. All our leaders have been appointed historically. All the popular leaders and stuff. At some point in time, they put there to quell black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, to keep us.
Leaders as in Dr. King.
Dr. King, Al Sharpton. Things like that. And even, who you got?
Jesse Jackson.
He's a big one. And it's crazy because I was watching a video about him and the road he had an assassination of Martin Luther King. That's a whole different story for another day. But the thing is, like, they put us in positions and stuff to where they can control us. You gotta ask yourself when you chasing your dreams. If your dream involves fanfare, like just say for instance, you Javar, you want to be a championship boxer. Along with that will come some level of fame. You can choose to, and then people don't know for boxing, man, boxing, it's a little bit more hard to get famous than it is any other mainstream sport because you don't see too many endorsement deals and things like that. But you gotta ask yourself, like in that situation, how far are you willing to go for fame? We can use Floyd Mayweather for example. When Floyd Mayweather was fighting with Top Rank, he wasn't a very famous person. No. He was known to hardcore boxing fans. But when he started, when he started like acting silly, when they had the HBO, when they had the HBO 24/7, and he was out there basically just showing off. Like most people don't understand, he had to market himself. He had to give himself the bad guy image. But along the way, he alienated some people. He had a fallout with his father. It was well documented and stuff, and it was hard to watch. It was sad. He went off on his father, and just to say they done reconciled since then, and I believe that their bond becomes stronger, and that comes with maturity and age. But he had to do a lot of things that, when he matured, I'm sure that he looked back on and wish he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? As far as disrespecting people, whatever. Right. I'm just using Floyd as an example, and I'm not like coming down on it because it is what it is. Just recently, matter of fact, before I get into it, because like I said, with the price of fame, that's gonna be the topic. Before I get into the first topic, I want to ask you, Corey, have you ever desired to be famous?
Not really famous. I'd rather be successful. Like, if there ain't like to get like the money side of it without, kind of like when you win a lotto, there's only like 3 states that let you claim it anonymously, or you have to pay somebody to get your check for you. Like I want to be successful like that with the finances, but I don't want to be like that famous dude because that brings a lot of unnecessary BS with.
Like at no time, like when you was a child, you didn't want to be famous. The one thing
like a sports star, like I always wanted to be a sports star, like famous like that. But not like, I didn't want to be like the biggest rapper or nothing like that.
At one point, I think, and when I think about like the earliest times of fame, I kind of want to be famous. I think the first reason was for girls. I wanted to be famous because of girls and shit. I was like, if I can do this, all the girls will like me and stuff. I did want to be the coolest monkey in the jungle at a young age. But again, like once you get older, man, all this stuff starts subsiding because, especially in this age, like at this age, you start seeing the pitfalls of fame. You start seeing like what's associated with it, like what people got to go through and stuff, and like how it tear people up. It'll destroy you. We see one instance is Kanye. Before Kanye became extremely famous, we just beat maker, you know what I'm saying, decent song. He seemed humble. I don't want to say, like, when I say humble, I'm not talking about that scared shit, that look down at the
college dropout.
Because I believe in stunting. I'm a strong believer in stunting. I don't believe in that be humble shit. We ain't never been had shit, so we gotta get up in here and act like we ain't never had shit. But what about you, Juvie? You ever had a desire to be famous?
Yeah, especially just as a boxer, you know, then looking up to all the athletes, you know, you got Ali and all them that was, you know, famous and had money, you know what I mean, popularity, the females, the rides, the hell yeah, I wanted to be famous. Especially, you know, watching Floyd, of course, as a young fighter, you know what I mean, but now I'm being older and maturing. But yeah, as a point of time, yeah, I wanted to be famous.
And it's crazy because, like, I'm glad you mentioned Ali. Because when you say Ali, he was a person who, because fame, it's two sides of fame. All fame ain't fucked up. Like, if I was to achieve some sort of fame, I would use the platform that I get in a way that I wouldn't be famous long. They'd do some shit like pull up a motherfucker tape of me having sex with 3 prostitutes or some shit. They gonna get me out of there. They gonna get me up out of there. Too. They gonna fuck me up.
What that goat over there doing?
Hey, I've been to them sluts. Yeah, I ain't do shit to that goat. Yeah. But no, but the thing, and they lie on you. They lie on you. Like if you have any level of fame and shit, and you try to use it positive, like we can take Martin Luther King for example. You can have your personal feelings about Martin Luther King. He's a complex figure. People don't know it. It is a lot of things about Martin Luther King. What's going on? Like as far as
the hoes.
No, but I'm gonna talk about that though. When I say complex, I'm talking about like on a deeper level. Like his goals. Martin Luther King, he was Reverend Martin Luther King, but he didn't believe in the scriptures. He didn't believe in the Bible. He said it was fairy tales. That his communist leanings, his being a palm, you know what I'm saying? He had a handler and shit that was Bayard Rustin, a homosexual dude who people don't understand, like how they try to fuse in the homosexuality and black shit, where they talk about black is the new, homosexual is the new black people type shit. But
homework to do, I ain't know none of that.
Hell yeah, it's like, but even then he realized that at some point that he is becoming a puppet. You know what I'm saying? That's how come he had the famous phrase that I feel that I've integrated my people into a burning house. Like he realized that he had us fucked up. But
they got him right up out of there.
And this is what I'm talking about with the Martin Luther King thing, and what you alluded to with the women. Martin Luther King, he was a philanderer, and he like fucking bitches. He being in a position of influence. I don't know if it was the feds or the CIA, they came to him, and they was like, look. They show him it was the feds. They show him like, we got you. You've been fucking these white women. And I don't want to be wrong, but some may have been prostitutes. Yeah. They said, look, you in the fucking way.
You and Jesse out here.
Fuck Jesse. Jesse was a nothing. No, because Jesse elevated. Jesse was, when I say he was used as part of the assassination of Martin Luther King. A lot of people don't know this shit, but everybody who, if you ever check out the photos at the Lorraine Motel, when he got shot, if you ever go through the pictures of people involved, everybody who didn't have a tie on, they was in on a conspiracy. It was an argument between Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson right before because they were going to a dinner, and they argued because Jesse Jackson didn't want to put a tie on because they wasn't friendlies. Whoever had a tie off or didn't have a tie on was considered friendlies, and you don't fuck with that target. They was trying to get Dr. King. I can't remember who the second person was, but the third person was Ralph Abernathy, who just happened to not come outside at that point. But when it's some stuff to look up, man. It's crazy, and
that's crazy. Set him up like Avon did Stringer.
And the shit is like, this shit is substantiated because it was like I think the dude who did it, his last name was Clark, who they said pulled the trigger. You know, they blamed James Earl. Right. The dude who they claim, man, they ain't teach y'all shit in the history class when you was coming up. Because no, real shit, but they don't teach that shit. They quit teaching that shit. We used to learn all this shit. We little. If you ask you, when I was my daughter's age, I knew who Martin Luther King was.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sure she don't know her now. Know him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's my job to educate her on what's important anyway. So I'm not blaming schools for that. But the thing is, they said James Earl Ray killed him. But he was a patsy.
So that's the fall guy. Killer.
Yeah. And it's and he confessed to it, but there's so many reasons why he did confess.
okay,
And
okay.
it was like they had so much shit above him. Like, if you don't confess to this, we gonna blah, 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 this, that, and the other. It's real deep and shit. The rabbit hole goes deep. And it was, his family won, his being Martin Luther King family won a lawsuit of wrongful death against
I don't know nothing about that assassination.
this Jowers dude. He got, it was like the Memphis Police Department, they said the U.S. Army, Secret Service. It was so many people involved in this plot that Dr. King family sued and they won. People don't talk about this shit because it's a black eye, but I done got all the way off. His level of fame and his influence, because like I said, you can have a level of influence where you can do good, righteous shit. They say with what they say, Uncle Ben told Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? With great power comes great responsibility.
Great responsibility.
They told him, look, if you don't kill yourself, not if you don't get these niggas quit boycotting and marching, if you don't quit talking, if you don't kill yourself, we're gonna tell everybody who's fucking these prostitutes. That's what they told Martin Luther King, and that's one of the prices of fame.
That's crazy.
It's safe to say they had to catch, you know what I'm saying, Lorraine.
Yeah,
that nigga looked at the picture said,
He said, it's Trey boy, catch me.
that nigga looked at the picture said, tell Coretta. but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Tripping.
Hey, Coretta, I got something to tell you. but like that's just like fame, because fame can be it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It can be used to influence people positively or negatively. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it last week with Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Had Kareem Hunt not been famous, that shit wouldn't have been no issue with having him at the hotel.
Especially when it happened in February. And
Yeah,
bring it
exactly.
Up in
TMZ
December.
would not been fucking with you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, TMZ wouldn't have shit going on if
It
fame
would-
wasn't so
yeah.
important.
No
No,
Ray
that
Rice.
shit wouldn't
No,
even exist.
no
Exactly.
Jay-Z, Solange.
None of that shit. Because domestic violence
Yeah, because
happen every fucking day, and
Yeah.
nobody cares unless it's somebody
you
popular.
can look
attached
on
to it.
World Star and see domestic violence where they fighting. Shit, people get
Nigga,
knocked out left and right.
I went to Maxine Chicken and Waffles.
Hell yeah.
I went to Maxine Chicken and Waffles the other day, and dude was outside. They ain't about to beat this girl up. They was outside fighting, pushing her. She running up on him, and it's broad daylight. It's like 12 o'clock.
Nobody said nothing, but let that
Ain't
damn
nobody saying
Reggie
nothing.
Wayne or
They on the
Andrew
bus
Luck of
stop.
Coates.
They on the bus stop. Everybody acting regular and shit. I'm like, man, this shit happen every day, like you said.
Did you?
though.
When he was about to beat her up.
Man, no. So she kept like.
I know what you about
She
to
was
ask.
trying
Hell
to
yeah.
hit him. She was trying to hit him and shit.
She was trying to hit him.
Shit, yeah,
See,
fuck
I ain't
that.
gonna do this.
And he fucking that's all that nigga. I ain't, you know.
Handle your business, sir.
And then he like, but he going up on her, like, you know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm like,
That right there fucked up. But just I want to ask you this first: if you was like in a position and he was about to beat her up, you was in a position to intervene. Like, say for instance, she was getting beat up, would you have felt
Felt compelled to.
jump in, not like square up and shit, but hey man, could you please quit punching that lady? Did you see yourself intervening?
Man, could I? Man, that's crazy. A part of me's like, hell no, because I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. I see.
Have I ever asked you that?
Yeah.
What'd you say? You said you
I
gonna
said,
fuck with
I said, well, fuck. Remember I told you I was behind somebody in traffic and
I ain't no motherfucking superhero, man.
they started fighting in the car. You see the car shaking. I was like, damn. I just drove right on around them. Hey, it ain't none of my business, cause if I jump in, he may have a
That
gun.
nigga blast my ass or
Yeah,
something.
you don't know what they are. Shit, 9-10 times out of 9, she probably did something wrong.
I don't know what happened, shit.
Okay, let's say this, because I'm going to create a scenario. That y'all in the mall
Yeah.
where you can see this nigga. He don't look like he got a fucking weapon. We take he ain't got no weapon. He just cracked this bitch. I'm talking about. Cause you know how it is for a man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm talking about like it's a woman, and he piecing her
my
up.
reaction, I'm gonna whoop his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
I
But
wouldn't even
now,
whoop his-
I
I'll
don't
grab
even know
him.
if
Yeah,
I-
grab him. Y'all would grab like,
I'm
yo,
probably
man,
gonna- I don't know. I'll probably
you
blast
tripping
him.
out here. Like, I'm like,
Just
nigga, you know what it is?
Cause I don't think it's no. I understand domestic violence.
Yeah.
I don't agree with domestic violence.
Yeah.
It's something like you did what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between, as we talked about before,
Yeah.
reprogramming.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes you gotta just bitch.
So
You know what I'm
for me
saying?
to tell
It's
my
like-
judge I got to get in the code $250,000 a month and I ain't scored a touchdown in 10 years.
Yeah. I still don't think OJ did.
Yeah, nah,
I still don't think OJ did that. But you know, fame just has so many variables to it, and so that's what we're gonna talk about, like the price of fame. Like we don't talk about this show. My goal is to not be individually famous, but I do want this platform to be famous. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like after A is B, meaning that once you reach that fame, you can do so many things and shit to reach other people. Like it's like a long game. Like I don't have like, if you'd called me 20 years ago, though, I'd have been like, okay, if I get famous, I get some kind of money advance and shit, I'm gonna be out here playing that ludicrous shit. I will have holes in area codes by the end of this motherfucking broadcast. But when you get older, man, your perception and the way you think about things change. Your goals change. The older you get, if you're fortunate, you have kids and shit, and you start seeing yourself responsible for other people, and not, you know what I'm saying, and not even just kids, but just family. We're gonna talk about Ja Quee earlier, the nigga that said he's the king of R&B. Hold on.
I understand what he was saying.
Hold on. He just paid $300,000. They said between $100,000 to $300,000 for his mother a wedding. Do you know how, like,
And gave her $100,000 as a gift.
to just be able to just do those kind of things for the people you care about? It's like how your mentality changed. You know what I'm saying? Like at 20, you give me that much money. I'm like, mama, I really don't even like that nigga.
Yeah.
Don't try to go downtown and shit. You know, I'll drop you off. But you get older and shit, man. You start, when you feel that responsibility, you like, I don't need it like exorbitant amount of money. I don't have to have a fucking ridiculous lifestyle. I'm meager as fuck. My friends know me as somebody who look for shit on sale. You know what I'm saying? Like I live on a budget and shit, and like I could do the name brand shit, but it don't mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has zero bearing in my life, but my son like good shit. You know what I'm saying? I want my daughter to have shit. Like I would hustle and shit, or like when I hit shit, it'd be to spoil them, spoil my family and shit, get them to find the things. And so like that's like what I would do with fame should I attain it. But just to talk about some of the shit that we got on deck, man, and I want to talk about this price of fame on a particular story. I think maybe last week it was probably the biggest story in entertainment that I could think of. Kevin Hart was supposed to host the Oscars.
Yeah.
You say he was supposed
He's
to?
supposed to, yeah.
See, that's why you gotta read. That's why you gotta read the shit. Yeah, that's why you gotta read the shit. And you a Twitter nigga, man. You be on Twitter too, man. You be on it. So I'm surprised you ain't see that shit because it's based around Twitter. Kevin Hart was supposed to host the Oscars, and
He announced that shit?
he had to resign. Are you familiar with the story, Corey?
Yeah.
He had to resign because they went to, his a comedy special with that reference, right?
Old tweet.
This was a tweet.
Yeah,
it was a tweet.
Like,
Okay,
it was an old ass tweet.
you got the tweet in front of you.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay.
Whatever.
He
put a hell of an apology out.
they call shit a homophobia. And while you look that up, I'm gonna say this off top. I don't like award shows.
I don't either.
When I was little, I thought that was the cool shit. I used to watch the Grammys. I used to watch everything. I used to watch everything. I used to be sitting there. Hey, and it's my sister Connie. Fuck Connie. Shout out to my sister Connie. She used to watch all this bullshit. I used to watch what she watched, and I'd be fucking 8 years old looking for the best picture. And you know what I used to do? I used to sit there and watch. I'd be like, first off, I want to thank the director. They ain't even thank God. What's wrong with you? I used to critique stupid shit, but like I didn't even know like why I was watching it. That's just how people mold you and stuff and they condition you to what's cool. But why I say I don't like award shows is because I don't like how people can tell you based on their personal taste if your shit is good or not.
Yeah, I don't,
You know what I'm saying?
that never made sense to me.
I found
Like,
the tweet.
how does...
We talk about good shit, bad shit all the time. We give it personal opinions. Our opinions don't determine album sales.
No.
You can take a trash ass movie and who made this point? Who was had to be on YouTube. I was watching something, but they was talking about how, of course, Halle Berry got the Oscar for getting raped or fucking Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah. First Oscar.
Who else got one?
They didn't get Denzel until he became Crooked Cop.
And he had many roles. And the thing with that, why I don't like it is because we had just a few years ago the Oscar So White, where niggas was mad because they wasn't getting these little Oscar whatever. But that's they shit. You know what I'm saying? The Oscars are theirs. You know what I'm saying? We guessed as Lord Jamar said, white people are against the hip hop.
Yeah.
We against in this whole fucking society. You know what I'm saying? We don't have rights. And go ahead with that tweet. Cause I'm gonna say something about that tweet when you.
Okay, so it was posed to him if he caught his son playing with a dollhouse. He put "Stop, that's gay." That's the whole tweet. "Stop, that's gay." If I caught my son playing with a dollhouse.
And that's just like when he was talking about on his special when he said
and so he brought it up, the tweet, into his special.
And what's crazy about that is, for one, I don't give a fuck how liberal this society is. And first off, Kevin Hart's a comedian.
Yeah.
He should never apologize for comedy. D.L. Hughley done had this issue where they was trying to get him to apologize for shit. He refused to. Kevin Hart, he did eventually apologize.
Yeah.
First he said he wasn't, and that's what I mean the price of fame. No heterosexual man wants a fairy son.
He said, as a heterosexual man, if I can prevent my son from being gay, I will.
And he said that on the comedy special.
Yeah, he said that on the comedy special.
And like, you have a right to feel how the fuck you feel. That's like, I don't understand, like, this society's so fucking weird. And that's the only way I can aptly describe it as being weird, to where you have to fucking hide your fucking real feelings. And it's crazy because they have you thinking like the whole world's gay. Like
it's cool. They got you thinking gay is cool. Like, oh,
I know.
This is cool. You're the weird one for being straight.
That is fucking real as shit, nigga. And it's crazy because what it is, like, it's not as many gay people in America that they would have you think. Just with this surgeons, what it is just like the media's gay. Like the people who control like the media and shit are homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the heads of these networks and things like that.
Owner of the Golden State Warriors.
He a fag.
Him and his boyfriend.
Y'all see that first
What?
boxer? Y'all see the first transsexual boxer?
That's crazy. That's crazy as fuck.
Remember Dave Chappelle?
That's crazy as fuck. Yeah,
the first transsexual boxer.
That's crazy as fuck. Hey, listen.
Man,
Listen.
he got mauled by a girl.
Listen.
That shit's crazy.
He got beat up.
Yes. No, yes, he won. The girl, she.
That's a nigga. Don't ever call that a she. That is a nigga. Yeah. That is a man. We gonna call that a girl. Hey, listen. That motherfucker.
Female.
Who?
The transgender?
That's a female. So would you fuck it?
Man, no.
If it's a woman, why wouldn't you fuck?
Man.
If
If it was pretty and it, like, would you? That's a nigga. That's a motherfucking man.
That shit weird,
Man, that's a. I'm disappointed in that shit.
I'm calling their ass what they is. That's why I
That's
said
a
it.
man. You can't turn into a woman. Ain't no magic tricks and shit.
It's
No,
the president
wait.
of the Golden State Warriors.
Wait,
to go with gay.
no, it's a
No, that was a man who claimed that motherfucker's a woman. I saw the headlines of that shit.
So he's not a.
You can't become a woman, nigga. If you born a man, you gonna be a man till you die. I don't give a fuck what surgery you
He
had.
fought a dude.
He fought a woman, didn't he? Was it a woman who turned into a man?
Turned into a dude. Yes.
I'm about to say, it's a real story.
Hold on. I confused the fuck out of Juvie.
Yeah,
I got Juvie all fucked up.
You got him baffled.
He a hell of a fucking
befuddled.
fucking,
Yeah, you gotta
he
be
know what the
fuddled.
fuck he be talking about. So I'm like,
Listen,
okay, maybe I'm wrong.
and you know what? I gotta stay on air.
That
I
shit
apologize.
crazy.
I must
Damn.
apologize on air because look,
Hey, when I seen the video, I rolled right past
that's why I wish I'd have watched the shit. Because when I first said it, I said, "This can't be no bitch who trying to turn to a man fight me." That's how come nigga about preconceived notions got me and Juvie fucked up. I apologize. But the thing is, though, that's fucked up.
Hell yeah.
That's fucked up.
Transgender boxer wins unanimous bout. So what the fuck?
Read it to him.
Nah, it just says transgender
Oh, yeah,
boxer.
transgender boxer.
Patricio Manuel
You
gets
gotta
first
go-
win as
you
a
gotta go-
professional boxer.
So I guarantee you that's a nigga. Hey, go to the opponent's name. They say who he beat up.
Let me see.
Or who it beat up.
He got the scar tissue and everything.
Got the titties cut off.
Yes. Yes. He even sound like a girl.
Oh yeah.
Transgender boxer Patricio wins his first fight. That's a woman against another man. Oh, he got beat up by a chick.
Yes.
Oh man, with
She registered
boxer.
as a male.
That's fucked up.
beat up Lomachenko.
That ain't
Not
right.
just what you look at.
But look though, we all lost something.
Hey,
We talking about that Kevin Hart shit. That's the price of fame, where you have to compromise yourself, compromise what you feel to maintain your level of fame. Kevin Hart, who said it? One of the comedians said, first off, Kevin Hart, he's the most hated on comedian. For whatever reason, I don't give a fuck. They hate on Kevin Hart, whether it's righteous or not. But Kevin Hart is at the pinnacle of black comedy right now. He's the go-to man.
It seemed like it's a new one every couple of years. Seemed like
Before Kevin Hart, who was it?
there was what comedian was in like all the movies and shit. I don't want to say Mike Epps was in a lot of movies.
Mike Epps was in a lot of nigga movies.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is on
Yeah,
some. Kevin Hart is on some trans.
It ain't been that
It ain't every couple years. It's like every 10 to 20. I'm gonna tell you who it is. I'm gonna tell you the 3 niggas who done did it. Matter of fact, I'll say 4. Richard Pryor wasn't even in blockbusters though.
Steve Harvey?
Hell no.
He was in Harlem Nights. Would you consider Harlem Nights a blockbuster?
Hell no. That's a classic.
Cult classic. Yeah.
When I said I'm talking Eddie Murphy.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
There was Eddie Murphy.
Mike Epps was in Norfolk. That's the Eddie Murphy blockbuster.
Mike Epps is not the lead. I'm talking about lead motherfucker. There's Eddie Murphy. You can say Martin, Eddie Murphy, Martin, Chris Tucker, and now Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I'm bugging.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was in some shit too.
And Kevin Hart. These are the 4. You know what I'm saying? These are the 4. So it's not like it's something that a common occurrence. So Kevin Hart know this. They looking for a new nigga should you fuck up. So he has to apologize for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it's just, say for instance,
Damn, we do get the scar tissue.
we up here, we nobodies. We conceited nobodies.
Yeah.
Don't nobody give a fuck. I'll go here and say honky cracker, faggot, dick sucker, all that shit. Nobody gives a fuck because I'm a nobody. So look, but should we get famous? And should we have a platform, say for instance, they'll never ask me, do you want to host the Billboard Awards?
Yeah.
I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
And then they go on Twitter, they're like, get this nigga back here. You know what I'm
They gonna
saying?
pull up an old show.
And they gonna pull back on the last
Hell
100 some
yeah.
episodes.
And like I have no desire for acceptance and shit, so you can't get me to apologize. I'm not saying sorry for shit.
Or be like 6ix9ine's our headliner, and we don't like that motherfucker. So, are you willing to give him a good, like say something good about him on the stage? Like, fuck no.
That shit.
I'm not a compromising type person. I believe in integrity. Like my integrity is higher than anything. But everybody not like that. Like the fame is addictive. Kevin Hart like that fame. He like that attention. He a little nigga.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, chances
Napoleon,
are you grew up with that Napoleon complex
Napoleon
and shit to where this is his outlet. Now this just be you know what I'm saying, assuming. So he needs his fame, you know what I'm saying? Because if Kevin Hart ain't famous, what the fuck is Kevin Hart? 5 you know what I'm saying? So, and it's a shame that you got to compromise. And this how come I always say, man, it's good to be separate. Because you don't look for acceptance. If you just separate yourself, and he got so much fucking money, you don't need these people. You know what I'm saying? That's how come you become dependent on like the society and the people who run Hollywood or the entertainment business. It's like you fucking living off their titty. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go to the store and get you some milk, Kevin Hart. Why are you sucking on these white folks' titty and shit to survive? But it's like people don't have that gumption to be independent of these things.
And he tried to change up his little family image too, and he got, I guess, the cheating shit or whatever.
I mean, he's supposed to do that.
Yeah, no, he's supposed to, but it's like he went gun ho for it, like, yeah, you know, I don't do nothing wrong. This the family type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that more, so I can't apologize for saying you don't want your son to be a faggot.
Yeah.
I definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying sorry for that fool.
Would you apologize for that shit, Corey?
No.
Would you?
Hell no.
Even if you was like, you ain't host the motherfucking.
No.
Nope.
But I do like what Nick Cannon did.
Nick, and I'm glad you brought that up because it's gonna sit in my mind. What did he do?
He pulled up old tweets from Sarah Silverman, the new funny white girl now that's in everything, and another white chick where it's like
Chelsea Hammer and Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer's terrible. She did steal everybody's jokes. But go ahead.
Yeah, so he put all their tweets up and said like, yeah, I'm about to like butt fuck this gay. Something like it was like all like it was like graphic gay jokes.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't no like I don't want my kid to be gay. This was like sexual act gay jokes,
Yeah.
and Nick said they just overlooked them like we just overlooked Kevin's joke. He said, I'm a firm believer of saying what you want to and not apologize, along those lines, as I paraphrase.
And I understood where Nick Cannon was going with that, but nigga, you are behind enemy lines.
Boy.
You are the only, listen, the black man in all of America, the only enemy to the state is the black man. The enemy to the state is definitely not white women. It's not white men. It's not black women. We are the only people who are looked at as a threat. When women say shit, don't nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If a black woman says something, they might admonish her because she's black, but Kevin Hart has the potential to lead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's in a position where he can dictate thought with the level of influence he got.
Yeah.
So if we smack you, nigga, now the other nigga will get along. Can't doing that Kevin Hart shit. Whisper, nigga. And that's what like people don't understand when we talk about the price of fame. Like how important is it to Kevin Hart? And you spoke on the family shit. And real quick, why I didn't like what Nick, like I understand why Nick Cannon did it, but I don't like it because it's on some, you can't compare yourself to white women.
Yeah.
That's where he fucked up at, and I understand.
I'm pretty sure some white dudes that had some silly ass jokes like that.
Of course.
Whatever.
Of course. And
This
it's crazy though, because it's the world we live in too though. Like right now, I must admit, anybody get up here and say something about some motherfucking fags though, they creep over.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? But you can't be looking for that reprieve that Kevin Hart was looking for. This, in all fairness to even white men, if you get off that liberal line, man, your shit's over. At one point, Kramer was the hottest motherfucker in Hollywood. He's got to go on that fucking rampage. He's never been in shit since.
He sure had it.
And you mentioned the Kevin Hart and the family.
Yeah.
Let's talk family and the price of fame.
Migos.
Migos.
He's gonna lump them as what?
Migos. Hey, all y'all.
All you niggas is
All you
Migos.
niggas. Offset. Got caught.
Hold on, before you start, he did a new rule.
Go ahead.
All phones in pockets when you come around me. Like, cut these phones out. Like, he had a bag at wherever he's going. Everybody put your phones in here.
The comedy shows and shit.
Yeah, like man.
He got caught, man. Well, he was having
He asked for a
who was
threesome.
it? Miami. What was the chick name?
The Miami chick, Bad Miami, or whatever the bitch.
One of these little Miami girl rappers, man. She was friends with a stripper.
Yeah.
And this is all allegedly.
Yeah.
She was trying to have, Offset was trying to have a threesome
with that part.
with the stripper, not the former stripper, who's a superstar rapper. The stripper, and I think her name Cuban Doll. Is that her name?
Yeah, Cuban Doll.
I have no idea what they look like, but I imagine it's a lot of weave, different colors, fake ass.
Yeah. She was in one of Tekashi videos.
Yeah.
She was fucking with Chief Keef or something. I don't know. That bitch gets off.
The thing is, though, he was FaceTiming.
Yeah.
And, like, some other chick was taking pictures of the shit while it was sneaky court. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is looking for fame, and like they say now, as Javar said earlier, clout. You know what I'm saying?
TMZ got that video too.
That clout, that clout kills the ain't shit.
They cash
But
out.
that clout chasing shit, so to speak. So look, they got him and shit to where it happened so sudden. First, let me preface this right now, and this where fame comes in at this for me. I feel like this shit's a fucking facade. I don't think this shit's real.
Album promo.
I think this shit's fake. I think this shit is fake as fuck. For one, because like I don't know if his conversation with the chick was fake or the text message, but I think the reaction is fake. This all took place, I think they said, last summer? I mean, like, it happened like last summer or something when this took place. It's December.
Yeah.
And some old hating ass bitch sent the shit to. Who she sent it to? Did she send it to TMZ?
TMZ cashed her out for it.
That's fine. Like this is when you willing to destroy somebody's relationship for fame. A casual motherfucker be like, well, he destroyed it for he was trying. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this right here, and this is like a twofold fame thing right here. Cardi, let me tell you, man. we seen the video. You know what I'm saying? Cardi, she's not a wholesome young lady. Cardi's what you call a hoe. Who got married. And I'm saying that being funny. I don't know if she a hoe for real. I don't know that shit. But she's been on video talking about sucking dick.
If you on tour and have a sweet through the Midwest state, stop in on a Tuesday. You know, come tell us your story. Suck us off.
Not know us. Not know us. Put your mouth on cord.
Put your mouth on cord.
But
I take one for the team and tell them how it was, Cardi.
But I'm trying. Oh yeah. I'm about to play this little shit. And listen, Cardi B, man, she we know her for being rambunctious, for being out there and shit. She on high shit. She what they say, live her truth. Like we had that discussion. But this is a video she had where she is talking about.
Cause I wake up in the mirror sometimes I be like, God damn, I look fucked up. It's okay though, cause I got good pussy. Where a nigga going? Nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Not with this good ass pussy. Not with this good ass fucking mouth. Wet ass mouth. Deep ass throat. Deep motherfucking throat. If I'm drunk, I might put the whole dick in.
That's enough. That's enough. Enough of that. My daughter's here.
Call me Cardi.
Listen.
Y'all better not act like them.
No, they ain't hear shit. Y'all heard Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Look, the thing with that is, though, I'm gonna tell you, I've said this before, you have to be worth more than your pussy.
Yeah.
You have to be worth more than your deep throat or your ability to put balls
Stock,
in your dick.
like the stock dropped on that like a long time ago.
Yeah, and then like you was okay. So now mind you, this is an old video. So then like she just said yesterday, but I still believe she has faith in her talents. Just because you can do all this stuff don't mean that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, shit ain't where you.
And I think, and this outcome I say is fake. Cause I think that Cardi B, she been around enough to know this. You know what I'm saying? She's with a equally successful entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But I think that she, like when I say I think that she know how this kind of shit goes, she gotta know that he gets a pussy.
Yeah. They was just
Where he's somewhere else. He in a different city every week. He's still young. He's still partying.
Yeah.
He got married. But the first thing people say, well, why you get married? Like people don't like. You think like when a nigga get married, he signed a contract. He look you in the eyes, romantic, and say, "I do." You think that just changed his whole programming? Are you that fucking silly that where you think that this nigga really just changed because of rings and shit like magic? It's a maturity thing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get tired, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get tired of running before you stop running.
Yeah.
And I think that he's still at that age, and I think that she know that she's in the entertainment industry. All them chicks in entertainment, all these chicks in the world at large should think like when you know how happy I was when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. You know how happy I was, not because it fucked up their family, but you know, that's like a dose of reality. I'm like, look, bitch, Beyonce rich as hell, she's beautiful, and she's got cheated on. What can you do better than Beyonce? You gotta put this in reality, you know what I'm saying? If Beyonce gets cheated on, what makes you think I'm not about to go on tour and get me some
Not even with another singer.
I'm gonna get two of them.
Just stylish.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like you have to be worth more than your pussy, Cardi. Damn. And when I say the
that shit don't got that shit don't mean you don't
it
wait
don't
nothing.
mean nothing, man. But what I say that's the publicity stuff because she talking divorce too fast. Women are strong. Women are strong. Women have like like if it was like attributes of a video game, their fucking willpower is 200. Like women, it's like you ever see somebody like on a TV show or some shit like Harry Houdini, the magician. Mm-hmm. He used to do this shit. He felt he had a strong ass. He used to let anybody hit him. That's how he ended up getting killed.
That's how he ended up down.
They caught him off guard. But it's like when somebody got super strong abs and shit, they get punched in the stomach. They're like, "See, that didn't hurt." Yeah. That's how bitches' hearts be. Listen, you can rip that shit out their chest and shit and throw that bitch against the wall hard as fuck, and she be like, "I still love you." You know what I'm saying? It hurted, but I still love. That's the kind of strength women got. Cardi B, you disappointed because you're not showing that. That's why I know it's fake. when women lose relationships, like
Yeah,
if
she
it's
said
been
she's
some shit
torn.
that's been fucked up for a long time, they get over that shit easy.
Yeah.
If it's you just been, but they newlyweds, you know what I'm saying? Just had the baby, and Cardi B, she seemed like a sweet person. Well, I don't get that savage shit out of her that most women try to portray. You can tell that she got a sweet heart.
Maybe her hard working.
So,
she just did that interview.
Oh yeah, but she and she could be that emotional, impulsive person where she just say shit. But when she sat there and made that fucking video, it was too contrived to me. She seemed way too calm. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna go to the divorce. You know, I'm gonna go to divorce. Now she talking shit like she falling, but it seemed like too scripted. That whole shit. Then she put out the song where she remixed the lyrics to Motorsport where she talking about the
shit
divorce.
on stage. Yeah.
Women don't react like this. You know what I'm saying? Like in normal situations. So that's why I said I think it's a publicity stunt. You trying to cash in on fame at the cost of, you know what I'm saying, on your personal life.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that real quick is you just had the baby or whatever and stuff. And we just seen on the heels of the Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce did that Lemonade shit, you know what I'm saying, where she talking about she got cheated on and shit. Now everybody talking about Beyonce waiting for the album. You increase awareness and shit, and you make more folks be like, what's going on in their lives. It makes you much more interesting and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
If she really hurt, she'd have a Love Don't Let Her No More sale and sell out on blouses for $1 a piece in the front yard.
Oh. You got the pirate shirts.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't think it's real. What you think about it? You think it's real?
At first, I was like, damn, it might be kind of real. But once you started talking, like, it seems scripted. Like, it almost like an album promo. Like, they might have a joint album coming out. Or
Say they got a joint
Carter's.
project coming out.
Yeah, the Offsets or whatever their name is. But don't he have an album coming out or some shit?
Yeah, he got an album coming out.
So, yeah, this might just be a rollout or something, you know.
And that's feasible. That's
Yeah.
very feasible right there. I wish them well. Hope they
Me
can
too.
figure that shit out. Hope they sell as many albums they trying to sell. This is a little bit other shit, real quick. It's still in the entertainment industry. I'm not familiar with this nigga. Who?
You still talk about our husbands and boyfriends and shit.
Who you talking about?
I thought you was gonna bring up the
No, we
Nick.
get that. We get that after. But matter of fact, go ahead. Go
I gotta
ahead,
bring
because
it up,
this is when fame goes wrong. When you just trying to when you lost your touch. When they through with you, because they do get through with you, and it is a wrap.
Use your
And
ass
I
like
can't
a
find
pen
it.
and throw you out.
No one is experiencing this one as heavy as Nicki Minaj is.
Good
Nicki
thing you
Minaj,
heard.
as successful as Cardi B was this year, Nicki Minaj was on a total other spectrum of her fame. She's clearly on the down, and then she just posting pictures on Instagram. She's showing pictures of her and her new boyfriend.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
He's a 40-year-old dude, man. Kenneth Petty.
Kenneth Petty.
Kenneth Petty.
Kenneth Zoo Petty.
His name
His nickname is Zoo.
Yeah, that sounds like some animalistic shit.
Yeah.
Allegedly, when he was 16, this is how this is
Damn,
what
he
fame.
had some hell of a charges too.
This is what fame does to you. It make people dig up your fucking past.
See what I'm saying?
If
When they thought she found a little good boy off the block.
no, they say she been new to
She
nigga.
did know the
knew.
nigga,
She
yeah.
I
already
think
knew.
they used to date previously.
Oh, she tripping.
No, she knew what she like.
Yeah, she likes it.
Her brother's a sex offender.
Oh, yeah.
And she's in the video with another sex
Get off
offender.
me.
Yeah.
6'9".
I see a pattern.
Weirdo. Oh, yeah, you know.
But she, her
What's the
boyfriend, man, dude, she been
292.
sporting. The dude she been sporting. This is like, you know how, say for instance, you put a bitch in your picture, and I think I seen a meme where a nigga said they biggest fear is sharing a picture of their girl and shit, and then somebody come on there and put LMAO. You know what I'm saying? This is that on steroids.
Uh-huh.
You were out here posting pictures of this
Clear
nigga.
and Creed.
What'd you do?
Me?
He deleted it.
Picture going
He
down.
deleted it.
Now you gotta act like it. Yeah,
Nah,
like, gotta leave it up
but
there.
I'm beating whoever did the laugh their ass off. Whoever laughed their ass off, I'm beating their ass
beating their
too.
ass.
You could have kindly inboxed
Yeah.
me. I'm not with that public humiliation.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I see you.
But
Yeah, I see you.
but this this is that shit on steroids, and what I mean by that is they dug this shit up and was like,
Whoa.
this nigga is a fucking recovering rapist. You know what I'm saying? He is a recovering rapist.
She's just taking L after L after L.
Yeah, 2018 was bad for her.
Terrible year for
She should sleep the next 3 weeks.
And her ex came
and
up.
just wake up.
Ain't that some shit? Big doing good. Ain't that some
Safari ain't
ain't
tripping.
that
Safari, you
Safari
right for other
ain't
people now
Yeah.
doing
She
good.
her world all
Hey,
fucked up.
and listen, she can't take that shit because she had been winning for so long, and she had been so disregardful of the people around her.
That's why
You know what I'm saying?
man, when you be like
This
that,
nigga charges though is crazy.
He at 16, they said that
First degree
he
rape.
attempt, and now this I don't understand this. I don't understand the
How you
verbiage.
attempt to rape,
I don't
yeah.
understand. With a knife, it seemed like it should have been a successful attempt. If you got a knife, how do you attempt it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what went wrong?
Then he succeeded after he attempted. Then he went to second charge rape.
No, it was manslaughter.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
18. Yeah, they manslaughter.
So we making fun of it, but
Went back to prison for first degree manslaughter in 06.
so he did like 4 years for attempt rape.
Yeah, come on.
16, like hold on, at 16,
16.
I was like 4 or 5 no's. It's like, no, I keep going. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, like a
motherfucker,
little butterfly
that
knife.
definitive no, hell no, that definitive no. Listen, the most you got out of me was a forceful tug on your panty. That was as violent I was getting at 16. You know what I'm saying? Or and a mean mug, or a mean mug. You know what I'm saying? Stupid. That's what you get out of me at 16. At no point was I going for the motherfucking
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
the
That-
shank.
or else.
Yeah.
I was never given that. Yeah,
Yes.
hey, I've never been at the. Hey, I'll kill you if you don't. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I like to see what she look like. I like to see what the 16-year-old victim looked like. 'Cause I like to see if she was worth 4 years.
He was 15, she was 16. He got convicted at 16. He was doing this when he was 15. Damn.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, shit like that be like the shit you grew up in. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you grew up around some weird, retarded shit like that, man, you grew up doing shit like it's like.
Basically, what daddy used to touch him or something.
And that's crazy because shit like, or you know what I'm saying, he got hit by one of his ants or something.
Yeah.
You done heard tales of, you ever heard one of your buddies say they lost their virginity when they was 8?
Yeah.
You ever heard somebody say that?
Somebody say that shit.
Man, hey,
Yeah, some weird
I done
ones out
heard some
here.
niggas
ain't
say
never
that.
heard
I
that.
ain't heard niggas say they lost
Yeah.
their shit with it.
Thought
And
that shit was
I think I'm back just a little bit. I said lost their virginity. A man can't lose his virginity. I might as well, you can't get the cherry pops.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
just I'm so shitty. Quiet Leader ain't playing tonight. I got that bitch on my fucking roster, and they gonna announce this shit at 9 o'clock in the game. Fuck FanDuel, but in other news. But anyway, she was supporting that nigga, and now everybody like, you with a sex offender?
Damn.
Somebody they called the Barbs, her little crew. They
Yeah.
came on there and said, Jay-Z used to sell drugs. Y'all talking about this?
Damn.
Bitch, this is cracking. That's rape. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
damn.
You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? But man, how would you feel though, man? Like you ask me, like somebody come on there, you post your chick, and I'm like, oh, that's your girl, nigga. LOL, 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 LOL. What would you do?
First, whoever said it, if it's multiple people,
No,
everybody
just that one nigga.
oh no, I'm whooping his ass. He
I'm
like,
in that inbox.
What's up,
Hey, send the location. Where you
Where you
at?
at? Where you at?
That should be so fucking embarrassing, man.
So
Like,
embarrassing.
cause women always be
You ain't
saying
have
that
to do
shit.
that.
Women
Yeah.
always say don't have me out here looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Like, what?
I don't even understand. Like,
I don't get that either.
Cause like when they think like y'all in the bed
Yeah.
joking. Ah, you bitch don't know I'm over here. Ah, you bitch don't know I got you. Guess what? You like,
Yeah.
she ain't know I had your titty in my mouth. Ah, that bitch can't see your titty in my mouth. But just say for instance though, if it's you, like women don't got the same kind of pride men got. You know what I'm saying? Like men, I'm telling you, man, when a man get hurt, niggas do silly shit when they get their feelings hurt, man.
All the niggas do that.
Hell yeah, but
All
you gotta be a man at all times.
yeah,
you
you gotta be.
what I always say, nigga, take the heart attack in stride.
Yeah.
But what else we got on deck? Jacquees.
The king of R&B.
I did not know this nigga.
I
I
know
mean, I
Rich
heard
Kid
that.
ain't Cash Money.
I'm into that bed song.
Yeah.
But I had never heard, like I had to go back and listen to it. I didn't know who the nigga was. He looked like a R&B Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that's what it look like.
He has said he's the king of R&B. and a lot of people chimed in with their disagreements. Like I said, I'm not versed in him, but I would say that I don't think there is a king of R&B. John Legend said that no one is out here just dominating the charts, hit after hit. He said he would say Bruno Mars or The Weeknd, but he wouldn't necessarily call them R&B singers, just singers who make a few R&B songs. And I'm inclined to agree with that. But if we was,
you see what Tank said?
Oh no, we gonna get to it. If he was gonna throw Bruno Mars today, he would be blowing these niggas away.
Boy,
Definitely.
I guess we ain't gonna throw him in there. But I
He
want to
more
say,
pop, though.
hold on, I want to say, he has a hell of a musical ear.
yeah.
That motherfucker has a musical ear. When I say musical, I'm talking about, and I don't want it to sound like blasphemy, but I'm thinking like on Michael Jackson type musical ear, where it's you, like he know what the people want. The song, it's incredible to me. I'm not a Bruno Mars fan, but I know good music, you know what I'm saying? He makes some incredible shit.
And each album is different.
Like that
That
motherfucker.
Catch a Grenade to
I've never
the
heard
next
Bruno
shit.
Mars album.
Oh,
I've heard songs.
that way the song Catch a Grenade for you is on his first album. It's totally different than the next. The 21 Karat was
That's
totally
growth.
different from Don't Believe Me, Just Watch. Like all
Yeah. I like that shit with him and Gucci.
Hey.
I
That
did.
shit
I
hard.
did.
Him and Gucci. That shit is hard.
Yeah, that's man.
By the way, I tried to listen to Gucci shit. I got through 3 songs and I almost died.
I
I
did.
cut this shit off quick. I said I can't keep doing myself like that.
Yeah, I took one for the team last week with the W boy. I was like, I'm not about to listen to this new Gucci.
Nah, but shout out to Gucci. He's a clone.
I like him better when he was high.
You see what Mo was saying? Gucci with the clone.
He lost that weight.
Man,
and shit,
yeah, that
yeah.
shit was funny to me.
That's weird.
But what did Tank
Tank
say? What?
Huh?
What you say?
They try to come up with a whole little theory and everything.
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
like,
Hey, I do want to kind of taste that thing where they lie on me about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Well, that guy got killed in an automobile accident in 05 and shit. He's been a clone ever since.
Oh, man.
Shit like that.
You didn't
Like
get
how
some-
famous? Like I
Remember
don't
Fred had a clone on the Flintstones? It was
Hell
two
no.
Fred Flintstones.
Hell no.
Oh, man, that shit was funny.
Can you imagine being famous and where somebody can suck your dick and get famous?
Oh. Play
Can
shit,
you imagine
yeah.
that level of fame?
And so the
That much
$1 million
power.
book deal.
Hey,
That's
I
crazy.
started her off.
motherfucker got like the whole.
Like he might like Ray J Kardashian. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man. Turned her to $1 billion
Are you ready to be
corporation.
famous?
Hell yeah. Kanye, you can thank me for your wife.
Yeah.
But what did Tank say in
Tank
relation
said,
to the
in order
Joker's comments?
he like, how can you be the king of R&B? He said, in order to be the king of R&B, he said, first get in the booth, make a good song, sing it really good, then get out on stage, perform it better than the sounds on your CD, and continuously do that every night, sing it. He said, then we can talk about being the king of something. He said, not just one song. And I was like, damn, if you think about it, like, damn, how many R&B artists really in there writing their own shit for one? And how many was really singing without auto-tunes, like touching their shit up, like...
When you heard him sing, was he singing with auto tune? I mean, I heard him sing. He can sing.
Yeah, he can sing.
And it's crazy because when I only heard one song, but he sounded like Usher.
But that's his thing. He always remixed other people's songs. So
Okay, so that was Jay Holiday shit.
yeah, that's Jay Holiday. And then
Wait a minute.
he
I
did
knew I wasn't
Elevate.
tripping. I knew I wasn't
Yeah,
tripping.
he been remixing everybody else's songs, so he ain't got
yeah.
a lot of original shit out.
Yeah.
So
He need to relax.
yeah,
He need to relax. He need to
that's like
relax.
when Whitney said Bobby Brown's the king of the R&B.
At one point, Bobby was.
Yeah.
At one point, Bobby had a fucking grip on that motherfucker.
Did
Hell yeah, when that motherfucker
Prerogative
came out,
Yeah.
that Don't Be Cruel.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, it was him. Then it was R. Kelly, and I must say R. Kelly held that shit until Usher came out with Confessions.
Ooh.
That Usher probably.
And it's probably there.
cities.
You go back and listen to that shit. This shit ain't sound good as it did then. Go back and listen to Confessions,
I
man. That
was
shit,
listening
it
to
don't.
Confessions the other day.
You like that shit still?
Yeah.
That shit ain't aged well to me. That shit didn't age well to me. What you like? What all joints you like on that motherfucker?
Damn. What do I like?
Superstar.
Superstar. Do It To You, or That's What It's Made. Like That's What It's Made For.
That's what it's made for.
I don't like that shit.
Can you handle it?
Yeah, Can You Handle It? I didn't like My Boo with Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Superstar.
You just said Superstar the first word I said.
Do
I'm gonna
It To
tell you though, man, who I don't like no more.
Seduction.
Who I don't like no more.
Yeah, Seduction
That shit
cold.
too
How it go?
Seduction.
Yeah, I'm trying to get these niggas to sing.
I know.
They was getting go.
Even the
Yeah,
Confession
who
Part
like
2,
it?
the remix with they had Shine rapping over the phone and shit.
Throw that shit in the
I ain't
trash.
fucking with you.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you who music aged with him, and I don't like this nigga no more. He's a fucking weirdo. That's enough said.
R. Kelly.
That's enough said.
Yeah.
Listen, you can still go back to R. Kelly public announcement. That slow
Slow
dance.
jam.
That shit is still.
Seems like you ready.
Hell, that shit.
That's
still
on 12, but that's the first one.
I think that he was the last
King of R&B.
GOAT. Usher flirted with it. He could have said, if somebody said he is, I wouldn't argue against it. But R. Kelly was the last definitive.
My only argument would be is people wrote for Usher and R. Kelly wrote for him and other people.
But see, the R&B though, I don't think you have to be a great singer
yeah.
though to be the king of your genre. Like that, now that's where it's different between R&B and hip hop.
Okay.
I think to make somebody like when we talk about the writing, though, that dude have more because that's why I like Prince so much because he was so fucking talented. As far as the talent, but singing is really singing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
it helps when you can do both,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Because Prince
Hell
could
yeah.
not only sing and write and play every damn instrument.
it's like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
But John Legend, incredible song, but he's never had that, and you can't get it with a white wife. That's like the criteria. You can piss on 15-year-olds. You can fucking hide bitches to do it as hostage, but you can't have a white wife.
Can't have a white wife.
Can't do that. But who else done flirted with it? Tank definitely have it.
I think him doing a lot of writing. What was that movie like 5 Steps from Fame with him being a backup and writing for people for so long? Like I don't think he really had that it factor to like.
It's right because for one you gotta have some notoriety. You gotta have fame.
Yeah.
If you take Tank to Columbus, nobody knows him.
Yeah, because he wrote a lot of that shit for Jamie Foxx
Yeah.
on that Jamie Foxx album.
So, but you take R. Kelly somewhere, every 15-year-old girl has to be put up. But yeah, so Jacquees, you can definitely say that he was lying when he said
he was definitely
the king of hip hop. Trey Songz had something to say.
He had a hell of a run.
Trey Songz, he had a nice run. He had. What's your favorite Trey Songz song? That's great, Trey Songz
Mine
song.
probably have to be.
We Should Be Making Love. That's my favorite. Last Time.
Mine, the neighbors know Monday. Yeah, I like that shit.
And Jupiter Love.
Oh yeah.
That's probably
some other like new niggas who I like. I like Miguel for a little bit.
Yeah, right.
That motherfucker.
I can't do a whole album,
man.
but I could, yeah.
He's so feminine. That's what disqualifies him. If you're gonna be feminine, you gotta be feminine with a stare like Prince. He was the only feminine who had a, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. He was the only niggas who had a shot. Michael Jackson was a king of pop. He wasn't
King
nowhere.
of Pop, yeah.
What was your Trey Songz?
Man, he got these mixtapes called Intermission 1 and 2
Yeah.
that he released. So yeah, I've written all them tracks on there.
What I really don't like about like R&B singers today though, they try to be
They rappers.
I don't like that, and that's what's wrong with Trey. What's in the Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez.
Him, Bryson Tiller, and Bryson Tiller nice, but I just don't like that. Edgy cool if you still keep R&B. We seen Edgy with fucking the
Jodeci.
Even they matured off the edginess. You know what I'm saying? They was young. They did it the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody can emulate that because niggas, they really trying to be gangbangers and singing. Can you imagine like a nigga who just got done singing this way on stage talking about some nigga, look, what you got on that blue for? You know what I'm saying? But I like R&B and shit that's
I like my singers to sing and my rappers to rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have a unique blend out of it. Just why
Like
you
Chris
say
Brown.
that. Hold on.
Drake.
Chris Brown could have been so much more. Chris Brown could have transcended R&B. You know what I'm saying? He could have did so much more if he could have kept his hands to himself.
Hey, allegedly, because how you driving a Lamborghini?
He pieced that bitch up.
How you drive a Lamborghini?
He pieced that bitch up. He pieced that bitch up.
It was a self-defense.
Had I not seen them pictures, he pieced that bitch. He the situation where actually when you broke that shit up. Hey, nigga, you doing the backflips. That big forehead bitch.
Lamborghini swerving all over his floor like that. What the fuck going on with that car?
Hell yeah. So we talked about like singers staying, singers, rappers staying. I went back and listened to that big shit. If you don't get that bullshit ass Drake song, the fuck up out of here.
Drake gave him a weak verse.
That shit was garbage.
Gave him a weak verse.
That shit garbage.
Drake gave him a verse like,
that shit
I don't know if he's
bland.
really cool yet. Let me just
it
get this to you.
It was just some regular basic ass Drake shit. It wasn't nothing.
If we do another song together, I'm gonna get my best writers and we gonna.
And like I didn't go to that song expecting nothing major, but I was like, damn, this shit. no wonder why I skipped this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me personally and shit.
But you a Drake fan though, ain't you? So you,
Oh yeah.
Not hardcore, but I like
but
it.
yeah.
I couldn't really get into that
I didn't-
motherfucker though. But
I thought I gave him a shitty, like an okay verse. Like this is just all right. Put it on the album, show be
Really?
cool again.
I don't even think though like Drake thought about it like that though, because I think the only shit Drake did personally was some Kanye and Pusha shit. Any other altercation, I don't even think he took that shit
he
personally.
did an interview.
Especially
He
that,
did an interview on it.
especially that Meek shit, because he did that Meek shit. He was emotional.
Yeah.
But hey, we gonna go to this real quick, man. We're gonna run through these real quick.
Yeah.
ATL. Any plans going down there hitting anything anytime soon?
Nope. Not
I don't know the stats,
CDC.
and we're gonna run through this real quick. But they said that Atlanta HIV rate has exceeded Africa's.
No, it says on just as bad as Africa. Then
Listen, if you're just a small city compared to a whole
You've
continent, you're
exceeded.
worse. I say that, especially like Atlanta. Is there a invisible fence keeping HIV in there?
they talk about the center. Like
But
in the
no,
gay
I'm
community.
saying like people go to Atlanta and visit all the time, and people from Atlanta go different places. There's no way in the world that you're gonna make me believe that AIDS is just consolidated in Atlanta at the highest rate everywhere. Like, ain't nobody in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee,
San Francisco.
even like I'm just saying, like I don't
Somebody-
believe that shit just like just in that area like that. But if the news say it, niggas believe it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas believe down. Motherfuckers in Atlanta can't look each other the same. You know what I'm saying? Achoo.
I didn't want to tell.
Guess who was on the bus sneezing with AIDS?
Yeah.
That's how it be. I don't believe
They
that
said
shit.
35,000 people is living with HIV in Atlanta. Damn.
I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it. Do you believe that shit? Like, cause the only reason why we believe it because somebody said it. Like they just throw out some shit like that, man. I don't believe that bullshit. And the reason why I don't,
heard it as bad as Zimbabwe. Like damn.
y'all can quit slandering. They say y'all quit dragging Zimbabwe.
Every time something happens, Zimbabwe, the first African country.
Yeah, always talking about motherfucking.
But no, I don't believe that shit though. It's too. And then my whole thing is why is it stopping like, like do it get to the motherfucking state line? But can't leave outside of here.
Can't go past
You
here.
lucky motherfucker. I'm about to fuck South Carolina up. But no, I don't believe that. Hey, you got the story about the motherfucking. Pull that shit up about the high school shit, man. We're gonna close with that saying
Yeah,
no.
the nigga killed his baby mama because he wouldn't get an
No,
abortion.
almost.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't no
He
almost.
succeeded.
Almost baby mama.
How old was that?
Go ahead. They was
16.
high schoolers.
Yeah, high schoolers. So, Indiana teen killed pregnant cheerleader because she waited too long to get an abortion. 16-year-old high school football player fatally stabbed a pregnant schoolmate, tossed her in the trash can. Aaron Trejo, a member of the high school football team, was charged Monday with murder and feticide in the death of Brina Rosenslanger, or whatever her name is, the 17-year-old junior and cheerleader at the school, East and South Bend, was 6 months pregnant. Her mother told police. Trejo told authorities he was unaware of her pregnancy. But kind of find out he was told to get an abortion. She waited too long. I took action, took her life. Tossed her in the trash can and act like she didn't know where she was. Everybody looking for her, like knowing she was the last person that she's scheduled to meet, like to see. You know, they pull up her phone and shit.
Hold on now. See, I'm gonna tell you something that stood out when I read that article. When like at first he tried to lie.
Yeah, he did.
Then they broke him down and they said, "What you do?" He said, "I took care of it."
I took care of it. Yeah,
Like
I took
a,
action.
Hey, like a seasoned veteran.
I took
Those
action.
those are phrases you use.
I took action.
Those
I
are
took her
phrases
life.
you. This can't be his first body.
Said
That's
that
just
in court.
no.
In the box.
Talk to police.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now this is just
first
too.
48 of them.
That's too. Can you imagine the coldness to say, "I took care of it"? Like, hold on, like I
She
can't
died,
even rehearse
she
that
died.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I stabbed her in the heart. Got a cigarette? You know what I'm saying? Because
Toss
he
that
stabbed her
bitch
in the
in.
heart.
You heard
He
of Brenda,
stabbed her.
ain't you? Fuck, I ain't put the baby. I put the whole bitch in the
So
trash
now
can.
he charged with
great.
They charged with the
first
dog
degree
too.
murder and infant. How you say
Feticide.
infanticide?
Feticide. Yeah.
Damn.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that part should be taken off. It's just an abortion. That's all that was. But what level of sickness? We talk about the nigga raping him.
Yeah.
He's a knife point when he 15. You 16.
He starts
He
having
mixed.
belly.
He black. He mixed. I ain't claiming this one.
Nah,
He mixed. I'm
Mexican
sure
and
that.
What do you like, Mexican and white?
Nah, he black. Did you see his
Trey
face?
Ho? I'm looking at it.
No, that nigga look black. He got nigga hair.
Yeah.
That's a little
Sideshow
black.
Bob.
Had he been a successful athlete, I said that's Mahomes. He's ours.
Hey,
But the situation that he's in, I don't know. He look kind of fucking. You know what I'm saying?
He out there.
Feel like he took after his grandpa. It's Pawpaw.
Pawpaw.
What they call their grandfather? Pawpaw
Pawpaw.
Mamaw.
Pawpaw.
He look like he took out his Mamaw near.
Yeah.
But
And I don't know who Neil is.
so it's like what level of fuck up is you doing? Were you 16? Like how?
15. Yeah, 16.
How are you? And he was the captain of the football team.
Man, fuck all
She
that.
was the head of the cheerleader. This is gonna be a lifetime and shit next
Oh,
summer.
it sure is.
But she was the head cheerleader, white girl. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Man.
played
Mitchell
softball.
Walker. And Mitchell Walker, I'm surprised that he made it to jail.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
surprised, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they flame.
Man,
But, you know, I don't want to be this nigga. But somebody got to be this nigga, and this is the statement that's gonna keep me away from fame.
Mhm.
I thought they white ass was going to
We
kill
had,
him
we
too.
had to get y'all back from MT.
Damn.
No, it's a sad situation.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I don't understand like what the fuck he was on. I don't want to understand no shit like that.
Man, that's crazy.
That's some
High school.
I don't want to be that daddy.
High
Oh, it's
school.
your daddy.
All
Yeah,
you
gonna
had
be the
to
daddy.
do was just be a deadbeat. Run
Yep,
for child
just be-
support. Run your life. Just be on the run for child support. You don't do shit. Like I don't.
He probably got his money going out the window. Like,
Somebody had to be in
him.
his ear though, man, because that's not a natural thing for a 16-year. And but again, it could be like the one he got caught for. I took care of that.
I used to do her phone in the river.
He was.
Yeah.
What?
He put her body in the dumpster and threw her phone and the knife in the river.
He should have threw her in the river and threw the phone in the dumpster.
Yeah, he tripping.
I mean, can you imagine like
I took action.
I took
I
ass.
took her life. This is what he tells the detectives.
He demonic.
Yeah.
That little nigga's a demon.
Yeah, something
He a
wrong with him.
demon.
That's all that is.
He a demon.
If she dies, she dies.
But yeah, man, that's sad. I make fun of it, but I'm not actually making fun of her or this situation. You gotta be careful what's going on in high school.
Man.
Now, look, we talked about this is like my daughter. She's 7, so it's 9 years from now. Where this niggas out here knife pointing for 6.
Damn.
That niggas out here
Stabbing stomachs.
who got the sex and killing you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the world we live in, man. And this is how come out. Even you know what I'm saying? We older, and so I think we got more clarity now as adults. You look back on it, as much fun as it was, and as irresponsible as we were. 16 is too young to be in a committed relationship, having sex, nothing in a girl.
Man.
That shit's too young. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't understand the responsibilities that come with it now. When we was kids, we didn't think like that. But we adults and shit, we see the world how it is, and we know that these type of things can happen.
I got a scenario.
Go ahead.
Probably after he nutted and told his buddy she pregnant, he probably like, damn, you know you better play football. She gonna take your football away from you. Tell her to get an abortion. Like probably another one, the running back. I don't know what position he played on the football team. Let's say he was star quarterback. Yo man, you ain't gonna better go play college or NFL. She gonna take all that shit from you. Get an abortion. Then you don't talk to her for 6 months. Hey, how you doing? Straight. Are you 6 months pregnant? Hey, can I meet you? I just want to see how you doing. Stab, toss, leave. But somebody was in his ear, like you said, probably telling him you're gonna lose everything with this baby. You're not gonna be successful. Like he probably thinking, I'm going to the league to be successful, and somebody probably telling him, now you gonna lose all that, and he couldn't handle it.
Probably 1994, but see now they make pregnant girls famous on my
Yeah.
16-year-olds on MTV.
Ah,
You
16
know what I'm
and
saying?
pregnant.
Yeah, but it's terrible, man. And like I don't know, man. That's how I can always tell people, man. Like I try to keep close tabs on my daughter.
Cool.
Like no matter where the fuck she at, I have to be aware of where she's at, who she's around, because I can feel like that no matter if y'all forbid something happen to her, I feel like it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to be her protector, and that's I mean you gotta. As a father, man, it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like we said that we looking at it from the eyes of people who just read a story. There's people who affected by this for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her parents and shit like you, they said they had known each other since grade school. So there's a strong level of trust. You know what I'm saying? So there's somebody you know. Usually when you get victimized, it's all by somebody you know. It's rarely by a stranger. And so it's somebody who you had, you know what I'm saying, you trusted, and they killed your daughter. Your grandchild.
Yeah.
You know, and then he had real callous about it.
Yeah, like he just
It's fucked up,
He
man.
didn't get no fucks.
crazy. None at all. Like it's
Another fantastic show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Anything you want to say?
make sure y'all download that app, man. Make sure y'all download the app. The Conceited Nobody. We do have an app, so download the app. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we streaming on everything. iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all that. So make sure you subscribe to those as well.
What's that? The GQ Fresh.
Man, just go download everything, like Julie said. And on my outro, I got a question from a boxing fan, and you a boxer. Are you watching 42-1 tonight? The ESPN story of the Riddick Bowe versus Tyson fight.
Oh shit.
Buster Douglas.
Buster Douglas, yeah.
I didn't even know that was coming on tonight. I don't be watching TV like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not watching.
Yeah.
No?
Hell no, that show. I mean, that's like one of the most upsetting fights I ever seen.
Yeah,
You see the picture I took with Buster Douglas.
Uh-huh.
So you know what I'm saying. When I'm looking at Buster Douglas, I'm thinking, man, why you decide? You know, that happened in '91.
Yeah.
People still ask him about that shit.
Yeah.
When I was just over there and like me and him talking, I'm not. We talk about college football. He an Ohio State fan, so we talk about college football. Buster Douglas. Yeah, we talk about the football, and they keep asking about Mike Tyson. He ain't tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was the only fight he was the
He was
champion.
on ESPN too. I didn't parade him all the
Brett
ESPN.
Holyfield got him out of that next
Yeah,
fight.
the very next fight.
But he fought his ass off when he fought Tyson. Shout out to Buster Douglas or whatever, but I won't be
Somebody
watching.
bet 160,000.
You just
on Buster
made
Douglas
it
tonight.
come back. I ain't watching that. I ain't watching that shit, man.
But yeah, download everything. You know, Conceited Nobody. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. It's at Netflix and chill. It's TCK and chill next week.
And then I want to give an early birthday shout out to Corey. He turned 40 tomorrow. He's leaving the 30s. He getting the fuck about the 30s, man. You got any plans for your birthday? I see you been on birthday behavior.
Birthday behavior.
Gift to myself. Gift to myself.
I'm gonna Papa those some more, but I'm gonna go out of town. I was trying to
Boy, you doing some girl shit, Pop Dog.
You wearing that
You
sweater?
like a thought, nigga. You gonna pop it up.
Sweater here,
You wearing
yeah.
that Ralph Lauren sweater? It has a bear on front.
Yeah.
With the bear with the Ralph Lauren bear in front of it?
Yeah.
Hey, so you gonna pop it those up?
Yeah,
That's what's
I'm
up.
trying to do something. I don't know, you know, old lady sick and shit. So
It's your birthday and her birthday. Fuck her. Respectfully.
yeah.
What's wrong? Hey, get her an ice pack. Get her an ice pack.
Band-Aid.
And some motherfucking bag of popcorn and leave two fucking bottles of water on the table. Shit. Tell her you going out here and shit. Hey, matter of fact, you going to get your offset on.
They get my offset on.
Yeah, go to Pure Patch and take two with you.
Well, I ain't been to a strip club here in
I'm never
so
going.
long.
I'm
Man.
never going again.
Man, I went
But
on
so
Long
you
Island,
going or Papa Do's? You going there by yourself?
Yeah, me and a couple of my buddies.
Oh yeah, you really on some thot shit. I'm not going out of town to go out to eat with niggas for my birthday. Hey, that's what's up though, man. Hey nigga, do not be on that motherfucking shit singing into the camera and shit. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. You bitches can't tell me nothing.
That's like
Hey,
Strong black man here.
real shit. Hey, listen, they don't tell you, man, heterosexually speaking, cancel your dinner date. Cancel your dinner date. Hey, then go to Hooters.
Go to Hooters.
Do not go out town and eat with some niggas for your But nah, man, that's what's up though. I'll be in the 40-40 club next
Are you
year.
being 40 club?
But I'm not going out to eat with no niggas. I'm not doing that shit. Hey, listen, man. That's what's up though, man. That's what y'all do. Damn. I just can imagine the picture and hashtags and shit tomorrow. Hey, 40, I am,
That
bitch.
would be the thought. Looking for
Man,
the
that nigga gonna be down there being nasty.
Be nasty. Mr. Sam, if you
Hey, say what?
Mr. Sam, if you nasty.
Hey, that nigga gonna be talking about some. We ain't in that. So it ain't happening. It ain't in my zip code.
Boy, people really think that?
Huh?
People really think that?
I know, like people. Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn.
I mean, not niggas.
Ah, yeah.
But hey, win in Ohio.
Yeah.
But nah, we wrap it up though. Early happy birthday, man.
Appreciate that.
It's always a blessing to get a year older. Be able to. We used to think 40 was old as shit.
Oh man.
40, fuck, 40, 30 was old as fuck.
She either grow old or die young.
You know what I hate?
Yeah.
When people be like, oh, you only turn 41, so you gotta do it big. We only turn every age once. Like, it's not, you don't get 37
Real
twice.
Listen,
Motherfucker, you don't get old.
don't look at me to be
young.
celebrating, having a party and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Birthday for women and kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To celebrate birthday. It's good, like, for me and my friends, I'll be happy when they have birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you done died.
You did die.
This nigga didn't die. It ain't even fucking happy birthday. It's like,
All the shit
glad you
did,
didn't die another
and you
year.
still living? Oh, boy.
Glad you didn't die another year. That's what that is. Shit ain't no happy birthday. For now, I'm done telling niggas happy birthday.
Happy not
I'm
dead.
glad you didn't die another year.
Yeah.
But no, shout out to you though, man. We'll catch y'all next week. Same time. Next week, that'll be our last show of the year, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that'll be our last show of the year. We're gonna do some kind of wrap up. We're gonna talk about like the biggest events of the year. See what's going on. Well, unless now Julie got an idea, man.
Yeah.
We might have one more, but we'll keep y'all tentatively. It's the last show of the year because people gonna be taking their times off worshiping the devil with Christmas trees and shit. But we'll get y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in to the best podcast in the motherfucking